end of 2005, so it's been about 8 years. And I went natural because my mom is a natural hair care stylist. Well, she's a beautician, she does it all, but mostly natural hair. And I wanted her hair, so that's why I cut all mine off. I cut it till about maybe 2 inches of new growth and 4 inches of perm, and I was like, I'm gonna let it grow out. And I walked home from the salon and it turned into a big poof, and I said, that's it, it's gone. And I went home and shaved it off. So that's it.
So, how long have I been natural? Since 2008. I was in college and I highlighted and permed my hair together, guys. And you know what happened? It fell out. But only where the highlights were. So, yeah, so that was the whole story. I was in college. A lot of people were kind of going natural at that time. So, it felt like kind of the cool thing to do. And I had kind of let my hair fall out. So, that's when I went natural.
I went natural February the 5th. I was tired of my hair. Went to the barber shop. My barber said, Sylvia, let me give you a low cut. You'll look awesome. And I told him, I'm sorry. And I went short. I love it. But then I went to a texturizer for curls, and I got this. So I'm gonna wait a month and I'm gonna start all over again. Because I love the natural.
Growing my hair for a good amount of time now. Dates back maybe 2002. I've had it. A young lady, she probably doesn't know this. Shanique, she probably does know because she's the one that did it. She did my hair in between lunch breaks. So like piece by piece, people would laugh at me down the hallways. They see like my head forming. Did a thoroughly good job, and that's about it. So 2002, I've had the hair. I had natural hair since '85, nature, but outside of that, you know, 2002 I think is pretty fair.
I feel like I keep having problems with like going back and forth between different stuff. So like I'll find something that works, but then I just like, you know, you become like a product junkie and you're just like always trying new stuff. I think like what has worked the best for me has been like Mimosa Hair Honey by Carol's Daughter. And Carol's Daughter? Yeah. I haven't tried them yet. And Hair Milk. Those have been the most consistent.
I swear by the wind.
Oh, when?
Yeah, only because it made my hair so easy to get through with my fingers and just a comb. It was so manageable. But I use a lot of Carol's Daughter. I use their Mimosa. It's good moisturizer for your hair. It really, really moisturizes your hair. And then I use today I just tried the new Hair Milk collection, which is like they have this curl pudding which replaced the curl definer. And it's cool because it held the twist. Like I twisted it earlier this morning, like maybe like 1 o'clock this afternoon, and then took it out, and I actually had waves and curls, and then I take mine apart. Like you leave yours together, so you have that definition. I always take mine apart, so I don't have like the big.
I sometimes pull them apart, but I want every now and then for it to just kind of change.
Yeah.
I feel like if I pull it apart, then it's like, ooh.
Wow. Yeah. And you have a lot of hair.
You got a lot of hair up there.
Yeah.
How long have you been growing?
3 years.
Really? 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
What about that too? I transitioned too, so I didn't like cut it all off. Like I wish I would have though, because I feel like I lost a lot of hair. You know, the two textures and just it getting really detangled. I couldn't cut my hair all the way off. So yeah, I had to let it like come out a little bit, and even that was still a bit much for me because my hair was always long.
Yeah.
So even cutting it, like transitioning, was like whoa. Because when I watched it, it was like scary.
I cut mine every 2 years. So once it gets like right about here, in this texture, I start to cut it off.
Oh,
Well, why do you cut it?
I just don't like the length. I don't want it on my neck.
You don't like long hair, huh? Long hair? Oh, good hair.
It's just easier to.
It is easier. I mean, my hair is long, but it's hard to. It's like
it's a
work.
process.
Right. Does yours get like tangled a lot? It gets very tangled. Like I had tangly hair when I had a perm. Like you know what I mean? Like my hair would be. I have very thick hair. Like it's like just a lot of it. Like there has to be a million twists in my head right now. Like,
you know, I was looking at your hair. It looks like that took like a minute.
It definitely took like half a day.
Get all those twists in there.
Yeah, so, but I just wanted to like protect my ends.
It lasts like 2 weeks. You did that in 2 weeks? Oh, mine would be in for like months.
Yeah, I usually keep mine for a month. I was gonna say,
or does that not?
I wash mine.
Oh, okay.
And I work out, so I can sweat with that, and then I wash them.
But I get funny, like even though my hair is natural, like if it starts getting fuzzy, it's like, oh, no, like I can't.
Oh, so after a while it's not gonna look
like
as fresh.
It won't look as polished. I mean, I guess it's like the same thing as when you lock your hair, like retwisted, get them retwisted.
Yeah. I mean, I wash mine maybe once every month when I get it done.
Okay.
So when I get my hair did, you know what I mean?
How often do you have to get it
twisted? I try to go every 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh.
They wash it and then it's twisted.
Do you have a salon that you go to?
Yes, I go to Duafe. Yeah, I go there. They're very friendly people, and they do a pretty good job. They use, I don't know I wish I knew some of the oils off the top of my head, but you know, they just asked me what flavor would you like to smell like after leaving us today. And I tell them.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Like I said, I'd say about every 3 or 4 weeks.
I don't like long hair. That's why I went
Short. I'm talking about a boy. I mean, shape up everything. Don't leave the mark around there though. Wipe that off. But her length is the length that I will go for, not the longer. I love that length.
Get the mimosa.
Get the mimosa.
Get the mimosa.
Wait, so
I just did it today.
your hair is black and brown? Natural?
My hair, no. My hair is dark brown, and it has random red strands in it.
Okay.
So I got tired of that. Sometimes in the summer it starts to look dusty to me, so I dyed it red.
This isn't my natural hair color either.
Oh no, because I know sometimes like towards the end of the hair, the locks, it can get lighter. Exactly.
Mine is like that.
I don't know what science is involved in that.
Or no?
We'll find out soon.
Did you guys like tell your family and have them respond in a certain way?
Well, I did this in middle school. This isn't my first time. Like I said, I've been consecutively the last 8 years, but this isn't my first time. I had a perm probably less years than I had my own natural hair. So I remember in middle school there was this one teacher. I was trying it then, and you know I was wearing it. It wasn't tamed, and it definitely probably wasn't so appealing. But I was like twisting it and taking it out, or braiding it and taking it out, and it was like some perm, some natural, and it was all over the place. And she was like, "You need to go get your hair done." And I remember thinking like, I'm 12. Come on, like that's not what I want to hear. So I was like, "Oh, like they don't like it," and you know you want to please people, but because you're young. So now it's like, I don't care. Because like once high school hit, I was like, just cut it off. I don't care what anybody says. Just cut it off because I want to please myself. But then I was like, okay, we got to do something about this. So that was one of the transitions back to a perm because I was just like, too many people are like against it. But I think that it depends on how you wear it and the confidence that you rock it with. Otherwise, you know, it's a problem.
I've been wearing my hair blonde, honey blonde, since 2006. I hated black hair. Don't you put not no black in my hair. But when I cut my hair off and I went to work the next day, I mean, everybody just started to took it. Oh my God, you look like Emma Rose. No, at all, you know. But some people liked it, some people didn't. From the guys that love it, they love it. You know, they want to rub my head like I was a puppy or something, and I didn't like that. You know, don't rub my hair like that. My kids, I thought they was going to be like, "Mommy, what did you do?" But they loved it. I thought my mom was going to yell at me, but she loved it. So now everybody loves my short do, but everybody wanted me to go back to the line.
I think people made a bigger deal over me cutting my hair than necessarily it being natural, because I was saying before that it was just always really long. But you know, like black long, you know, so it was like down here, you know. So everybody was like, oh, don't cut your hair, don't cut your hair. So I think that was the biggest problem. But I mean, I was shocked about how many people still liked it. Like even my boyfriend now, he's like, you know, I never really thought about girls with natural hair, but you just make it look dope. So, and now like I see other girls with natural hair and I'm like, oh, that's fly. And he just wants me to have the biggest afro ever. So now I'm just trying to like grow it out and not keep getting it cut because he wants me to have a huge afro. But like my family, I think my family was the hardest, because especially like the older family members, they just grow up in a generation where it's like you get a perm and that's it, and they don't know what you're talking about, all that natural stuff. So what you gonna do? So what, that's curly? Cause that just look nappy. So, you know, but now I feel like I've pretty much won everybody over, you know, because as long as you, like you said, confidence is like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You just gotta rock it with confidence.
Yeah, and you kind of set an example too. You can show them that this can be beautiful,
Right.
this can be really pretty. So I still haven't gotten my sisters to do natural yet, but they always compliment me on my hair. So one day, I remember I told my grandma that I was going natural first. And she was like, what you want to do that for? We already did that back in the day. We already went through that phase. I'm like, it's not a phase. I want to embrace my natural beauty, okay?
Right.
But Mark was like the main one supporting my journey. Mark, you want to get a little cheese on the camera? Alright.
Do you sometimes find that people of other races are more supportive of your natural hair than people in your own race?
I do. I find, I want to be politically correct here, say Caucasian people to be in love with it. They're like, wow, is that your real hair? How'd you get it like that? And mind you, I'm like, it grows like this. Like I just showered and, you know, I washed it and then it did this. So not this, but I'll have like my little short shrunken fro or whatever, and they're like, wow. And if I blow it out, it's like, oh, it got longer. Like, what did you do? Is that your real hair? And they get all confused, and it's an amazement to them. My students, they go crazy over it, and I'm like, guys, like, you know, this is what it really is. Like that other stuff's not natural. This is like. But I think it's because they're not used to it. They're used to black women having so much straight hair because we have the perms and we have the weaves and we have the curly weaves and the braids and everything's so long and flowing. And when it's not, it's like, what is that? What's going on?
I had a white woman, she was like, what? She asked me something weird. I didn't really know how to respond. She was like, is that all one piece? And then she reached her hand toward my face and I was like, I said, what? No.
You guys wear hair hats?
Is that a hair hat? I wear a bonnet.
Wait. Hats are awesome hats.
Overnight?
Yeah, sleep in your hat.
Well, you know,
Travel in it.
I have a satin bonnet.
I'm so bad with hair at night. Sometimes I sleep with my satin pillowcase.
Oh,
but yeah, I try not to wrap my hair up. Sometimes I don't want to fall into the stereotype where every black woman goes to sleep with a scarf. I can't help it. I can't help it. So yeah, sometimes I just like go to sleep. But that hair hat, that looks a little more like streamlined. I feel like my head is one of the three.
Yeah, with the hat.
Is that hat tight?
No, this particular one is loose. I have holes in it. And I've worn this
You've been wearing
for a long time. I've worn this hat.
You wear it during the day too.
I wear it in the daytime. Again, I mean, it's versatile. It does a lot of things.
Well, what I used to do, I'm at work where I just start pulling my little curls out. And I used to love that because as I'm plucking it out, I'm like, wow, this is my hair. It's not rough, it's not soft, but it's natural and it's mine. And I loved it.
You just have to find the right stuff though, like but most of the time
It'll be back in no time.
I know, but I literally went short and I said I'm going to grow my hair natural. I'm going natural, and when I did it, like you said, confident, I didn't care. You like it, you don't. It's mine. I'm beautiful in it. But I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't, and I'm
you
mad
said you
because
went to
now I gotta start all over again.
Did you go to a salon with that texturizer?
No, I just went to the store. Somebody said texturize, and I look for
And she followed the
texturizer.
directions on the box.
It said texturizer.
Was it someone
How
with
long did you
natural
leave it
hair?
on?
No.
How long did you leave it on again?
She said 5 whole minutes.
The person that told me.
Well, you know that's a long time because remember, God, you ladies.
Remember the relaxer?
Remember the perm.
1 minute.
Remember that perm. They would be
I
working
remember
it
it being
in.
on for like a long time.
Yeah, like 25 minutes.
Because when they apply it, that's like
And you can
10 minutes.
You can see that curl just slowly straighten out.
But I kept asking my mom. I said, "Well, Mom, like, what is my hair like?" Because I really didn't know. Because I had like a Vigorol real early, like kindergarten. You know, a Vigorol is like a little less harsh than the perm.
Wait, what is it?
It's like super old school. Super old school. It's kind of like what you talking about. It's supposed to just help loosen the curl or whatever,
it's
but
kinda
it's
like a
not
texture?
all the way like bone straight. or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, like forever. And so I didn't even know what my real hair was like. I'm talking about like 5. So I'm like, all right, well, what is my hair like? She was like, well, it was real curly. But that was like, you know, I was like, well, is that bad or
That's
good?
a good
Like, I don't really know what that
We
means.
didn't know that.
Us African Americans, some of us are used to putting perms in our hair. So when that new growth come in, we got the straight,
Yeah.
but then we had the nappiness. And we more so focus on that straight hair because that's what our population are based on. Weave and perm. So instead of just saying, you know what, wow, oh my God, this is so nappy, oh, I gotta perm it again. Instead of saying, well, how about I just cut this perm out and just go natural and see how I look from then. If I don't like it, okay, I'll go back to my perm. But we so stuck on this having long hair and flowing and
You know, for most people, I don't think it even occurs to us that that's an option. Like I'm thinking, I gotta get my hair relaxed, so I gotta get a touch up.
It becomes a habit, so you're not thinking
You don't
like
even think
that.
about other
It's just
choices.
what you do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it grow in, you get a perm.
my mom, my first perm was when I was 12. And ever since 12, no lie, my hair, I had a Michael Jackson bush. And I begged my mom, please give me a perm, you know, because at that time, if my mom never put perms in her hair and she wore natural hair,
You would have wanted that.
I would have wanted because I saw that. I was raised with seeing my mom with natural hair, but I was raised with seeing my mom with perm hair. And I said, oh, I want my hair like that.
Yeah.
You know, and so that was an option.
My cousin has natural hair, but she pretty much still presses hers out though.
Yeah.
And everybody's is different. Like hers is like way looser.
Took straight
Like,
time, though.
well, but she also just has a different texture of hair.
Yeah. Like much from yours.
Yeah. It's just because some of us, we wash our hair, it's just wavy. My best friend's hair is the same way. Like she can do big, nice, thick twists and it looks good. Whereas I have to do small twists because it's so kinky that it'll just look like really unkempt as opposed to like she can do thicker ones because that's just,
Yeah, I can't do the thicker ones.
yeah.
The bottom part will be twisted and the top part will be like an afro.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. I always do the small ones myself.
Do different things. So I don't really know what they use all the time, but they'll put something like, you know, like a bio silk or just something that puts that coating. I want to have both, and my hair, like I was joking earlier, but it's very resilient. Like it goes right back.
Yeah.
Like some people have trouble, but I don't really do it that
What
often.
do you put on it when you straighten it?
I normally go to the hair salon to get it straightened.
Do they put anything on it to like protect?
Yeah, and different salons just use different things. So I don't really know what they use all the time, but they'll put something like, you know, like a bio silk or just something that puts that coating.
I don't know if it was like a hard press or even if it was a soft press, but I have a soft, it's a coarse texture, but it's soft.
My hair looks soft. Yeah, it does.
So if you straighten it, it's like, okay, you want me to be straight.
Right.
So I'm gonna be straight. It doesn't know what it wants to do.
Yeah, I would be worried that like it wouldn't revert back.
Mine does every time. Like even when I think like I get that little bit of stress in the shower when I'm like finally like washing the straighten out, I get stressed because I'm like touching it and it don't feel right, and it feels real soft. But then I get up out of that shower and it's like It's right back. So, and then I just think it's like spacing it out.
Yeah, wrapping it and being so frustrated, especially when it's like bone straight, it won't like stay. It's just like so soft. It just like falls down. But those days are over.
I remember you had to straighten it and then either get a what is it, those big curls, and then you had to send them to the dryer with it.
Oh yeah, you went to the Dominican?
No, it was my mom.
Oh.
And she would like either do big curls with the bound curlers, or they would do a roller set. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
There's not much to it. It's hair, and we kind of, you know, sort of. I mean, there's maintenance with it for men. You do have to maintain it, keep it looking good. Again, don't put too much emphasis on it. You just kind of make sure it looks okay. Kind of keep it moving, you know. You don't want to be Rastafari out here just being reckless with it, but at the same time, you don't want to be doing too much with it. So you got to find the right middle area that's ideal for you, and you'll get good responses from it.
So that's pretty much it. I want to thank you guys for coming out.
Got me looking like a midget without that.